Don't mind me. So this gem adds a fire strike. Sure, why not? What if I had... hold on. Pull that out. So she can equip it, it just doesn't give her anything really awesome. Unfortunately, you never know what you can harvest. Not the shining blue tree, no, but you can harvest the brown metallic object, which looks like copper, but is secretly iron. Uh-oh. Dying to lag here. I hope it's just like loading the city. I gotta step on your feet. I gotta get that. But then it warps me back. I couldn't interact from that range. Hey, you two. Did you happen to find some strange mushroom on the way here? Mushroom? Or an apple, a pear, anything, as long as it's made of crystal. Crystal fruits? Do such things exist? It depends. Say, you're not against earning a little money, are you? Can't say we're against it. Then open your ears, it'll be worth your while. A few months ago, vegetation of the strangest kind began to appear on Harion, totally at random. I knew he was going to have a lot to say when the text started moving faster than a crawl. Sometimes, a crystal apple would grow on a tree. Sometimes a mushroom. Sometimes a flower. No one can explain why it happened, but it happened nonetheless. Some people collect them because... sorry, I can't say it with a straight face, because they're pretty. And you're not one of those, apparently. No, I'm a scholar. I'm trying to understand why they appeared. And for that, you need samples to study. Exactly. I'm willing to invest my own possessions in order to get a hold of these rarities. I've got some baubles I'm willing to impart to that end. You can keep them or sell them if that is your wish. If you're interested, I'll give you a reward each time you bring me 10 of these fruits. We'll certainly consider that if we find some of your treasured fruits. I'll be extremely grateful if you do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I wish to remain alone. That's okay, I mean, you're the one who wanted something from us. 0 of 100. Your party has an energy bar. Each action, spell, and special attack and comment reduce this energy. Visiting an inn will restore your energy. Your party can also have a food bonus. Obtain this bonus by visiting an inn. To lower your energy, lower your food bonus. If your energy falls below 25%, all your statistics, food, equipment, and characters are reduced. I thought my guys just get ambushed, like they get beaten up. Because there's a brief scene of them running forward, but alright. So, when are you going to free me? Pretty soon, pal. Pretty soon. That's what you said a month ago. Did I? I don't remember. Now, shove it, mate. We've got guests coming. Okay. Also, let's change our objective to match the actual quest that we're in. Sorry, no rooms available, guys. Seriously, better be on your way. No rooms available? Is this a joke? It's not. We're closed. Somehow, I can't believe you're out of beds, especially in such a remote place. How is that possible? Bandits. Didn't you come across some of them on your way here? They've taken this place for themselves and are using it as their den. Me? Well, I'm just as good as their slave now. Why did you try to call for help or try to get away? I'm too old to try and escape now. I would barely make a mile before they caught me again. As for help, heck, would you help me? Of course we'll help you. You would do that? Thank you, by the gods. If you clear the nearby path of those bandits, I should manage to escape. We will see what we can do. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Celine? That this man's story is barely holding up? Yes, he's not behaving like someone who's being held captive. Maybe we should look around the inn to see if there's any truth to his story. He's dead. A dagger in the back. Oh, there's a body right here. Okay, camera, work with me for a second. He looks very, very flat. Apparently the inside of the building is also grass. And he's not going to say anything by the fact I just walked past his body. Poison. Probably rodent side. Not that unusual in the countryside. Okay, why did you make me stop to tell me that? Seriously, that's the quest I was doing earlier, and I can't access my menu right now? An event is occurring near your location. These events are dynamic events, dynamic quests that are available for a short time and appear as you travel the world. Some of them affect your personal story, altering future dynamic events, and can affect the world. A caravan of a traveler is being attacked nearby. Is that this right here? Being stopped by this shin high fence. And I can't save either. So if this caravan attack is too strong for me, I have by 20% energy. A lot of prisoners' chains over here. Huh. Weird. Alright. Seriously, how do I get there? This is probably where I came from, right here. So it's further south, which is this going to be this direction. It looks like the exit, but I probably have to deal with this inn thing first. were you talking to when we first came here? Now, it's always embarrassing when people catch you talking to yourself, ain't it? That's the kind of thing you do when you grow old, you know. There's a lot of prisoners' chains over there. Yeah, those guys, a lot of escaped convicts, I guess. They're not too bright, are they? Why is that? They didn't put any on you to ensure you stay put. Yeah, well, I'm old, you know. Old age is my shackle. You will help me get away, won't you? We saw some poisoned vials back there. Huh, I do? Yeah, I got myself some poison. To kill off the rodents. It's a plague in these parts, you know. And you cook the meals for the bandits yourself, right? That's right, I'm their slave, remember? And you didn't think of poisoning their meals in order to free yourself? You're unchained, free to fetch the poison. Well, I'm not a killer. I'm a good guy, as good as it gets. But yet you ask a stranger to kill them for you? It doesn't add up. Drat! Okay, clever kids, you got me. I'm actually the boss of these worthless bums. As I thought. What I don't understand is why you asked us to kill your own men. When I saw both of you strapping young people with your shiny weapons, I thought to myself, why didn't you ask them to do a little bit of culling, huh? We got a wee bit of loot here, and I'd prefer not to share it. No matter now, it serves me right for being lazy. If you don't take care of my men for me, then I'll have to take care of you.
I loathe to use the Force this way.
You better use the Force, because this dude's Jedi.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
Don't hurt me, please. Click. Oh, come on. I was trying to click on him. Like the cursor's like literally on that dude. Or also, apparently when people die, they still explode in the blue mist. Achievement unlocked, awkward innkeeper. If he wasn't the true innkeeper, then where is the real one? Wait a second, I'll check inside. Free at last. I don't know how much time has passed since those bandits locked me up. I found this fellow locked up inside. Are you okay, sir? Better than okay. Thanks to you, I'm free, and without their leader, the bandits will probably disband soon enough. Most of all, they left most of their swag. With it, I'll be able to pay off the repairs. And maybe a merc or two for protection. Of course, you deserve some compensation for saving me. Here, take the rest. I don't know if we should accept money that was stolen from travelers. Then consider it a gift for the Sanctorium. We'll take it. I still want to do the Caravan attack. Hopefully it won't disappear. Business is picking up, though a bit slowly. Want to spend the night? Your party has an energy bar. We cover this. Welcome to the inn. Here you can get some rest. When you eat our delicious dishes, you'll increase your energy and receive some stat bonuses. If the event disappears, I'll load and try looking for a more direct route to that thing, and then deal with the innkeeper. An almost abandoned inn and a suspicious-looking innkeeper. Maybe we should pay attention to our surroundings. If something weird is happening here, maybe we should get the jump on it, whatever it might be. These caravans are empty. Please, save us, I beg you. Bring it on, shaky cam.
I loathe to use the Force this way.
This might be a little too tough for me.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
Alright, this is not working out well. I guess we'll just load and then fight everything on the way and see if the event's still here. On the bright side, I can see what the bandit has to say if I ask about the body this time. We saw a dead bandit over there. Dead. Dagger in the back. Probably Milo. He hasn't showed up for a few days. Those bandits, they're an unruly bunch. Lots of infighting when it comes to sharing the loot. You're still gonna help me, right?
I will commend your soul to the gods.
But he gets I guess. All right, I think he just warped because he gets stuck on the wall. Oh, where's her Earth spell? Weird. Very, very weird. Did I unequip it? I may have unequipped it. Well, that's unfortunate because I was planning on casting Earth magic on all these guys at once.
Take this!
So yes, I did accidentally remove her Earth spell. Menu's still a little awkward. Oh. Menu's still a lot awkward. Turning's also a little clumsy too.
This kind of feels like deja vu. Take this!
Of course you would attack her. Wonder if they are smart enough to actually do that on purpose. Well, whatever the case is, I just Really tired of that.
Take this!
By the will of the gods!
Forced stop again so I can update my quest, which is the same thing. Let me double check my quest menu though. Go to her house, or no, none of this is different. It's just the waypoint probably has changed, so it's not trying to lead me through the mountain. You don't need to stop me for that.
I won't enjoy this. Nor will you.
There was a very worthwhile comment or post on the Steam forums, which does agree with many of the things that I consider about the story. You always want to have some sort of subtext in your story, in that you don't need to exposit or clearly say everything that's going on. For example, if there's a guy who's very angry that maybe this drunkard is hitting on his wife, he doesn't say, "I am now mad and I am now going to punch you." He might say, like, "Buddy, you've crossed the line," and then swing at him. I think that makes for better dialogue. Not only is it more authentic sounding, but it jumps some of the stuff that doesn't need to be seen. It's kind of like how a lot of times in my series, once I believe the audience has seen enough of something, such as a combat with a certain type of monster or inventory management, I start cutting those segments out once we've established how that works. I don't start like the first episode doing that though. I generally just, after about the third or fourth episode, I start cutting out some of those things. I start trimming it down, and as the series goes on, I start trimming out more of that. So, for example, maybe by episode 5, I might do a blur out of me reaching a teleporting stone, and then back to the teleporting stone. And then maybe by episode 10, I might just edit out me running back to the teleport stone in the first place. And so it'll look like I'm just sort of moved a little bit. Those kind of things. So you don't actually need to see me do all my inventory management to get a good idea of what the story is like. Went from way too bright to way too dark. That's not like I don't think that's my computer doing it. It's sort of fog or something that rolled through the area probably. I like that these 100 collectibles are glowing. That's actually pretty helpful. Hopefully. There's an entire building here and there's nothing else besides one fruit. So, for example, that's what I first thought when I saw the intro. And the narrator says something like, well, I forget what he says exactly, but he says, I think he says, like, what would you do? You don't need to put that in there. Unless this is a specific setup or foreshadowing where he is talking to an audience member. So maybe it's, for example, some kid he's escorting. Or he's on trial or something. In which case, try to add some other elements in there, such as the quiet murmur of an audience. And then them being hushed as he starts to speak. Maybe if it has like a gavel, maybe the kind of a soft sound in the background right before he starts talking. So that could be confused for ambient noise, and then, but it actually, as if you were to replay the game a second time or watch a video after you've been exposed to the fact that he's on trial, then it's like, oh wow, I didn't connect those things. Those would be positive elements. Not necessarily, well, my mother was sick, and what would you do in my position? Now, that question isn't necessarily an unworthwhile question. It's just that, in this case, we don't have any context for the character that's speaking. You're asking for the audience or the listener to consider someone else's feelings and put them in the speaker's shoes. But we don't know what the speaker's shoes. We don't know what the speaker looks like. We don't know what the speaker does. We just know that he is a soldier and his mother is sick. That's all we know. Well, I was gonna use a siege machine. Might still use it.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
I'm sort of weaving back and forth to give a thorough exploration of this field. Now, those are very generic icons there, but those items, the Ether and Antidote, actually have an inventory picture. Here, Ether, just show those icons. I know, early access. This is my feedback for it. What would necessarily be the point of early access if feedback was not a thing? If it's just like, here, test it out, make sure it works okay, sure. But I think that's what you call a beta. I feel like there should be something behind the house, like a treasure chest or something. Not that I really like the idea of treasure chest to begin with. Oh, this is the exact same house I was in earlier. That's what I thought. But I didn't recognize the left portion of that, probably because I came in from the other angle. Well, I am trying to be somewhat thorough. I'm not going to explore every blade of grass, though. I think since terrain
terrain tiles are such a big deal in combat. I think it would be better if it didn't phase onto a different combat engine once you enter battle. What I mean is, just have combat take place in the overworld like this.
We have no quarrel with you.
This also mean more for setup. Like for right now, I'm only fighting one guy instead of the 4 I thought I was going to get to. And while the statue is to my right, sometimes I've entered battle and they're on top of the statue when we were not even near it. I think that would be a lot more fluid and smooth, and have a reason for having the person follow you around. Right now, they already have her following the leader or following you around, so it wouldn't change much of anything. You already have these elements needed to get a fluid transition in. Because now I have to go and start another battle, another victory screen. So I think this could also be taken out. Or at least made a lot more smoother. I generally prefer my gameplay to be a little bit faster paced. And I get it, it's like, oh, it's a turn-based RPG. No, I get it. I get it. I played Dragon Warrior and Final Fantasy on the Nintendo as a kid. I get turn-based. He can headbutt even though she got pushed back a tile. That's actually pretty impressive. I don't know if that was intentional. Like, if their actual attack range for a headbutt is that far, that would be something that would need to be coded in. But I don't think that's the case. I think... So that would mean, for example, if I move to try to get away from headbutt, yeah, he could still headbutt me. So... Like, I'm not disturbed by that. I get all my hit points back at the end of a battle, which is good. I like that. Well, that's one less thing to worry about. Kind of a, what do you call it, convenience of life change or something?
Darkness before dawn.
See, I can see the caravan in the distance, which is cool. I can even see the monsters attacking the caravan in the distance. We don't need the fade out business, however. Just make it seamless if possible. I was never fond of camera movement when you're trying to select something. That was always one of my pet peeves. You want me to select something? Let me select something. Don't get in my way with the game engine. Again, a new justice. Hold on, let me take a look at this. So it's 9 attack, 23 haste, 11 contagion speed. It's going to be worse in every category, but it might just be that it's not level 8. That being said, is there a reason for me to level this up? Also, it's not only not level 8, but I have crystals embedded in this, which I can take out at any time. Just don't know if there's a point, so I'll switch after my Caravan fight. How about that? Just to see if there's a point to leveling it up.
We have no quarrel with you. Please go.
See, I'm trying to fight this entire group of 4 right here, but I keep fighting them in little segments, which I feel drags it out. It's not that I have anything against turn-based games in general. I just think that there are a lot of lifestyle changes that could be implemented. One of my favorite is, which I've never seen implemented anywhere else, is the Suikoden method of battle. In this, the enemy and players will all take their turn simultaneously unless there is some important thing that needs to happen. Take, for example, let's say 3 of your characters are going to attack Fairy A. And the first 2 kill Fairy A. So what would happen is 2 of your characters would jump to the enemy side of the map, kill Fairy A, and then once Fairy A dies, it'll show your 3rd character attacking Fairy B. So that'll tell you why you didn't get to why not all 3 pummeled Fairy A to death, because she got killed in the first 2 attacks. And then this is all done simultaneously. It's marvelous. We could even hype up the action part of this battle by having the bar continue to move during animation, allowing combat commands to be given during the animations and such. And if it conflicts with somewhere, that's okay. I think that change would still improve the game overall. So here's what I mean by conflict. Let's say that I choose to attack this pig thing, and it decides to move instead. So my character just misses. That's okay. It's part of the decision making that you need to take into account that it's about to take its turn. Maybe I should wait. Because that's what I can do for casting spells. Instead of moving away all the time, I can just hold spacebar, and then as soon as he takes his turn, cast a spell. Let's see if I can get all 4 this time.
Let's end this quickly.
There we go. I would like to have demoed that here, but for example, he was going to headbutt, and I would not have known that. So if I had to wait for him to finish headbutting, I might not be able to get to cast that spell. However, now they're kind of spread out, which is not what I wanted. No! I don't like this interruption business. I really don't. I know I'm supposed to plan for it. It just still feels off to me. Let me put it this way. What if I were to fight a boss, and anytime he wanted to cast a spell, I would just have to have one of my 3 to 6 characters attack the boss. You would never allow the boss. You would never put spellcasting in the boss's repertoire as a result. Oh, whatever.
By the will of the gods!
Yeah, I mind that right before battle began. Maybe not. It may have been something else.
This kind of feels like deja vu.
I would like a menu button to allow the hex tiles to be shown clearly on the map. Also, I think while I was fighting my way to get back to where I last left off, I accidentally went into main menu trying to see if I could change how the camera pans, because I feel like it's reversed for me. When I move the mouse to the left, it moves my view to the right, as if this is me telling the cameraman to go left, but to keep the camera focused on the subject. Well, when you do that, that does make the camera go right. So I want you to picture, let's say a starfighter circling a planet, facing the planet. The starfighter is panning or strafing left. Yet when I feel it's in the main field, it's a little different. So this is me going left. So I'm looking left, but I'm panning right. And this is me going right. So I'm moving the mouse to the right now. But in battle, it's reversed. Oh, wait, I didn't get the crystal. I was waiting to get the crystal until after the fight. Or did I get the crystal while I was busy running my mouth? In the... Yeah, alright.
I loathe to use the Force this way.
See, like, that would have been a cool counterattack moment. But, like, I'd still take full damage. I'm not asking to be exempt from taking the enemy's, having the enemy take his full turn. But in this case, instead of jumping to the enemy or anything, and then stopping in front of him in a root set location and taking a normal slash, like, right after getting hit, just uppercut the enemy. Or, since it's the last guy, have him land on Darion, and while hitting him, the sword, he falls on Darion's sword or something. That would be an interesting take on the final hit. This dude would probably wreck me.
Let's end this quickly.
There we go. Spacebar this, then really cheese them off. Oh, come on. Really? I think I'm doomed. Either that or he's like, one of these is the real one. If he still does 70 damage, and he didn't lose any hit points by dividing, then I'm definitely dead. Oh, come on! Fine, since they do die in one hit, I should definitely take them down then. So that's still the dude to hit.
I'm not done yet.
So this is what the main menu looks like. I didn't include this in the opening footage because I wanted to jump right into the game for your viewing pleasure. Figured I'd go and show the loading screen later. So the continue option allows me to pick up from an auto-saved point. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get the crystal after killing those golem things, because I wanted to have an autosave right before moving out. And searching things might trigger that autosave. So I think that the crystal is taken. It looks open to me. I don't think there was anything to be found inside this town, so let's go ahead and move on towards the Traveler's Caravan, which is no longer a thing because I loaded, but hopefully it'll re-trigger. Now since the caravan's no longer a thing, let's go ahead and equip the new thing. So here's what I think is going to be a complaint of the game setup as it currently is. So right now, all these crystals are attached to the weapon. Fine, okay. And maybe if I had other weapons, I would appreciate that more. If I had like a ton of weapons, a ton of crystals, I'd be like, okay, cool. I'm about to fight this boss who I want to use this skill set towards, or these attributes towards. And then I'll just switch to another weapon where it's better for another thing. Kind of like how in Destiny, I might switch from one gun to a different gun, depending on who I'm about to face. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to this other Justice, and now I have to re-equip all the crystals. However, all those other crystals are on the other sword. So what I've got to do is I've got to go back to the other sword and pull out all these crystals. I think that's just for my hotkeys. I think that's all this means. So now that I've pulled out those items, and of course, it's Caravan's here. Alright, well, I'm just going with the current Justice. It would be cool if these guys were helping me in the fight. Please, save us, I beg you! Bring it on! Oh yeah, the shaky cam, that's right. It's not dramatic.
We have no quarrel with you. Please go.
See here, they're all in that tile, so we're just gonna let them take their move, go to Darion instead, and why don't we just go ahead, we'll go ahead and hit this one. We'll keep holding spacebar till they all move. Hopefully it'll work, because they are a little staggered in their actions. Then we're gonna Earth hit this one as soon as the camera stops moving, because I really don't want to click the wrong tile. He's gonna take his delayed pain there and strike this one too while we're at it. And no, of course not. It didn't go off. Ah, didn't kill. Alright, that ended horribly. That's. Let's see here. We got my level 8 Justice equipped. Okay. I guess there's an actual save point. We should try to. We should use that instead of relying on autosave. I think it would be a neat touch if you just left the bodies where they were. Not because I'm some sort of gore fiend or anything, but if the focus is on how the terrain in the battle is the same as terrain in the world, If you just leave them together, it'll be it'll continue to be more of a seamless experience. I think the buzzword these days is immersive. How my team died last time is the reason why I don't normally have her go right behind Daryon. I have her kind of flank Daryon.
Darkness before dawn.
What? That should have been a rear attack. Come on, game. Don't be stingy with those. You seem to be doing them to me plenty of times when I don't think it's a rear attack. How do I... Oh, there it is. You think the big shiny thing is the button and the text is the thing that it doesn't do anything. I guess since I'm near the board, I might as well collect. So there's Dunrear and Croctus. So they're both exactly +1 attack, okay. Oh, that quest was pointless then, but alright. I don't know, I feel like I'm being cheesed out of a lot of what should be rear attacks. Because I'm the one who's trying to move into a flanking position, which means that the enemy isn't often getting the flank on me. Let's try this a third time on this group. I think they need to worry more about that giant level 15 dude, that 16 dude that's coming up. He's just walking through our battlefield. I wonder if he gets drawn in the battle.
If I can't find a way, I'll make one!
By the will of the gods!
Oh, that sucked as a potion. I barely healed more than the damage I'm about to take here. In fact, no I didn't, because that third guy's gonna hit.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
But that was not the direction he said he was going in. Hopefully I won't regret using that potion.